Welcome, everybody. My name is Simona. I am very glad to be here in the third webinar of our series, where we discussed how we work to make sure we are meeting the needs of Roma in the homelessness sector. We've had two very fruitful webinars during the past week, and this is the one that will close our session, and I'm also inviting everyone to stay with us until the end, because we will also have a bit of more interaction and would like to hear from you on your work or your thoughts on this topic. We will make the other two recordings of the meeting available for everyone in case you were not able to join previously. And today I am very glad to welcome with us two speakers who will present their work. We have Katarína Beňová with us, representing the DOM.ov project in Eastern Slovakia, and she will present to us about their work on improving housing for socially or space-oppressed communities. We will hear from her in a minute. And then I will invite Kumar Vishwanathan, I hope I pronounced it well, who is joining us from Live Together in the Czech Republic to tell us more about the situation of Roma in the Czech Republic and how they work with housing. So yes, we also invite questions and ideas in the chat as we go through the presentations. Thank you very much for joining again. And Katarína, I will pass it directly to you.
Thanks. Wait a second, I will share my screen and I can start.
Yes, we can see it.
Great. So again, hello, everyone. I'm here to tell you something more about the organization Projekt DOM.ov. We are a non-profit organization that helps people from social disadvantages backgrounds through self-help construction of houses. These houses are owned by the people themselves, located on their legal lands, and above all provide a safe family environmental. A legal house in ownership of the clients, it is only a tip of the iceberg. It's something that is visible, but each house hides a great effort made by the clients. As an organization, we assist the clients on the way to legal house. And at the same time, we actively work with the municipalities and also with the bank that provides microloans for this self-help construction of the house. So I can show you in this screen something that is called a client journey. It's about 1 year or 2 year program create for our clients. So it is simplified, but we can go at the beginning. At the beginning of the cooperation, we start mapping of the potential of each municipalities. So our work start with the managers and the local representative of each municipalities. In order, we show up if there is some potential plots of lands for the construction, if the municipalities and its representatives are available to participate on this program and would like to help Roma communities in their municipalities. So it is hard work with the municipality, mapping the land, but also mapping the situation of the clients living, potential clients living in the municipality. During this project beginning phase, we can or we prepare something that is called a recruitment process. When we when we create a recruitment meeting with a Roma audience, and in this meeting, we explain them all the rules of the program, tell them what is self-help construction and what does it mean for them if they would like to participate on this program, because it's not a short-term solution for them. It's a hard work from their sides. We only assist to future clients. We do not give them something for free. This program is created for the clients to do everything by their own and show the motivation that they would like to change their life. So recruitment process at the beginning is very, very important in order to explain them all the rules of the program and so on. So if the clients would like to have their own legal house, and they are aware that they will be able to go with us during the whole journey that you can see, we can switch to the second phase. It's a saving phase, and at the first glance, it may seem that this phase is merely about whether the client can save money for the purchase of the land, because if you would like to build a house, you need to have some land, and land needs to be by the clients. So during this phase, the clients save the money for the future purchase of the land. However, the truth is that during this saving period, we also assess the client's determination and motivation. There is an intensive work with the clients, and it is necessary to ensure that the family became eligible for a loan from the bank and can repay their houses for the next 18 years. So we need to work with the clients very well during this phase, and a lot of to be able to commit to bank that these clients, this family will be able to repay the loan, and it's like a commitment from our side and to the client side, to the bank, that they have a strong motivation and would like and will be able to repay the loan. So during, as I say, during this stage, we work with the client a lot of. There is a lot of social work from our side provided to client, and also a lot of various trainings. We are focused on financial education. We go from each family budget and bank and non-bank institution and products, and we explain them the consequences of ownership of a legal house, and also we focus, what is very, very important, we focus on the debt management of the family, because a lot of participants already have a lot of debts. They're over-debted. What can be a problem for the bank, because the bank is an official and a regulated institution, and they are not able to give another debt or loan to the family which have a lot of loans or a bad ranking. So we work with clients in order to release some debt or some debt management for the future. And we also provide something that is called employee consulting. It means that if you would like to go to the bank and ask for the loan, you need to have an official job. It's a basic criterion for all bank, and I think so that it's not only in the Slovakia, it's I think so that in every country or Europe country. So we also provide employment support. It means if the client does not have a work, we try to find them some job opportunity. We work with him or her to improve his skills or her skills in order to have more opportunity on the job market. So this stage is about 21 year. We can say that 1 year takes the savings hands when we work with the clients, with the whole family. We try to help them to manage their finance, learn in financial education, debt management, and employment consulting. And after the 1 year of this intensive cooperation with the clients, we can say that our clients is or can be eligible for the loan. So after that phases, we can switch to the phases third. It means a purchase of the land and signing of loan contract or loan agreement as well. Land is purchased from the money which was already saved in the previous phases, and the loan from the bank is used for the construction phases. Construction phases, it takes around 1 year, or it can be much more longer. It depends on the weather. We cannot influence the weather, so it is at least 1 year. And there is these phases. We have our own construction coordinators and construction teachers. They teach the clients hard skills regarding the constructions, and it means that these skills can be also used for their future job opportunities. It is self-help construction. It means that the clients do it all by their own, and construction teacher only assist them and supervise them in order to house was built according the house this project. And after these phases, when the house is already built, we can switch at the last. We say that it's a last stage, but it isn't. It's that owning of the house and repaying of the loan. In this period, the family can live in the legal house and enjoy all benefits as a water, sewage, and the heat inside the house. So it's a happy ending, but there will be 18 years of repayment the loan. It means that the clients and the family are committed to the bank that they will repay the houses. We have some mechanisms that if any of our clients are in some trouble or have a late repayment, the bank notified us. And our social worker go from to the family, ask where is the problem, and try to solve it to prevent some realization of collateral of the banks, what we do not want. Okay, so it was a client journey in the simplified way. And there is only for your imagination some results that we already achieved. We have 26 legal houses that have been already built. It means that if average number of the family, Roma family, will be 4, it can be also the higher. Is 100 people live their own homes, and currently we have additional more than 40 new houses under the construction, which will be official and legal approved during the next year. And currently we have 250, more than 250 clients in savings schemes. It means that in horizon of 1 or 2 years, the another 250 Roma families go to the construction phases and can create their own house. Okay, and only summarize it that what is the innovation of our project, or what we would like to highlight is that we gave the clients only the opportunity. It means, as I say on the beginning, we do not we do not give them any money or some support in a financial way. Everything is financed from their money and from the debt of the bank. So we give them only opportunity. We give them our time in form of social work and trainings. But everything is only up to them. If they are able and if they would like to successfully complete the whole program. Our program is focused on empowerment. We really build on this because we believe that only if we do not do something for instead of the clients, we learn then how to do it. It means if you would like to have your own legal house, it is a lot of paperwork in Slovakia. It is a lot of paperwork. A lot of people are afraid, me also. So we learn them how to communicate with the offices, how to write the statement or some requests. So we empower them for the life and especially from the financial view, how to work with their family money, budget, and so on. And it's a complex approach because we do not only learn them soft skills in form of financial education and so on. We learn then also the hard skills that can be used on the construction phases, and then they can use it for the future job. So it's not only about the living, not only about the build the house, it's about the change how they live and a lot of things they learned in the work project. And we create or try to create the integrated family. The integrated family that lives with the majority and have the same and equal position as the majority of the municipality. And at the end, we would like to highlight also the fact that there is added value for everyone. It's not only that we help only one client, we help the family, we help the community, and also the municipality. The municipality can benefit from the program because he or she will have solved the Roma issue of building in their municipality. A legal house means the additional money for the municipality in form of taxes, in form of any duties and payment related to house, and also for the state, because if, for example, clients at the beginning was have a lot of social contribution and was have a lot of social contribution, and after this project they will have a new legal official work. It means they are not anymore to be I don't know how to say it in English, but they start to use a social system and money from the social system. So it can also help to the state if the legal house in ownership of the clients will exist. So we believe that this program can help the whole community at all. And I have also the short video, but unfortunately, when I'm sharing the screen, the sound did not work. So if someone would like to see the video, it's a video from a terrain or from the field when our colleagues told you more about the self-help construction, and also there is a story from one of our clients and family that go their family go from each programs and currently live in their new house. So it is a view point of view of the clients. But sounds that does work. If you would like to see it, don't hesitate to write me or Simona, and I.
Katarína, if you have a link, you can put it in the chat. If not, we will send your PowerPoint to everyone, and then maybe people can see it when they receive the presentation.
Yeah. Video is not available on the YouTube or something like this, so I don't have a link in this way, but I will share a presentation, no problem. And it's all from our side. So I'm happy that I have the opportunity to say something more about the self-help construction. And if you have any additional question, only ask or write us.
Yes, actually, there is a question in the chat for you, which I think we will take right now, because I was also wondering while you were speaking. So the question comes from Kaloyan Stanev, who says, I was wondering where the clients and their families live while they're working towards having their own property. It seems like a long process. I think you said it takes about 1 year to do the savings. And also connected to this, I was wondering if it's possible for people also to buy already the properties that they might live on, but they do not have documents for them, for the property or the land. If you know.
Yeah, it's a very, very long process. 1 year is only work with the clients, but we as an organization need to work with the municipality to prepare the land to be purchased by the clients. So it can take much more time, but this work can be done subsequently, or parallelly. So it can be a safe time. But yeah.
And where do people live in this period? Are they in another
okay.
accommodation?
Sorry. It depends. We have a different structure of the clients. Some of them live with another family members in the it's a houses, but the houses with not connection to the water, and we have a problem that the houses are overcrowded and so on. But they already have a roof on the head, so they can live there. Or on the other side, we have some clients that are living in the rental flat. So they would like to step after the rental flat to ownership. So they have the place to live.
Thank you. And the last question that we will take for you at this moment is in the chat about if the new houses are built in villages where the majority of the population lives, or in Roma settlements, osady, in brackets. Maybe that's a word in Slovakian, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it is first like a word. It depends. We need to work with the existing municipality, the length of plant, or how to say it, of each municipality. It means that if you have a city or village which is already have a built or no available land in center, we need to go to the periphery, but we strictly do it in a way that no discrimination, no segregation. So new houses should be near the majority, should be near the infrastructure, but yes, some of our new houses are replaced old osada Roma settlements. So it is individual. But the main point is that new houses need to be part of the regular municipality infrastructure.
Okay, thank you so much, Katarína. We will get back to you for sure. Let's move on to Kumar and hear about your experience at Life Together, please. I think you are muted.
Thank you, Simona. Good morning, everybody. My story goes back 26 years. Okay, so I'm an Indian, and I chose to live with the Roma 26 years ago, moving from the town of Olomouc, where I was a physics teacher, after the fall of communism. So now, in 1997, I would like to show some personal photographs from my Facebook page. There were very big floods in the Czech Republic in 1997. In fact, in the whole of Central Europe. And a lot of people in Ostrava lost their homes because a locality called Hrušov was flooded. And Hrušov was a mixed locality, but mostly Roma were living there. And I couldn't get such a mess. Yeah. This is. Yeah. So there were a lot of there were a lot of Roma families were victims of the big floods, and they were put into a place called Lishchina. See, these are the houses. Can you see these pictures of the houses here? Yes, it is really. Oh.
Yes, I think if you press on them, we can see the big picture, a big version.
So, I mean, it is completely ruined. Yeah, it is devastated. This is the sewage coming out because the people are living at the top, and the sewage system the Oder River got flooded. You know, there was this wonderful lady with a little child, for example, living there. So I'm shooting. So I'm now in 1997. okay, and it was a terrible situation. Say pram, and this is water from the sewage. When somebody flushes the toilet up, everything comes out on the ground floor. It is really unhygienic, and so it is a very terrible situation. So these were some of the people who I've had the luck, I had the happiness to live with. Yeah, Mr. Christian, Mrs. Christian, the children. So it was winter in 1997, 6 months into the problem, when they were living in these cabins, temporary asbestos-covered cabins. Then the people said, we would like to build our own houses if the municipality is not interested in us. Because there was clear anti-Tsiganism right then. The water took the flats of both Roma and non-Roma, but only the non-Roma got flats. The Roma didn't get any flats. They were living in these cabins, yeah? So in 1997, the people said that we would like to create our own houses. That is the basic idea. So, and then we set about, it's a similar path like what Katarína was mentioning. These are, on a summer day, they went to the river, and this is after the floods. So in 2000, okay, so basically, I wanted to, let me be rational. There are 10 steps from my point of view. First, field work. You must get to know the people. So often the Roma and the neighboring non-Roma from the majority. So that is number one. You have to really get to know the people. Number two, community work. Organize the people. So have meetings and just ask on a piece of paper, big paper put on the wall, what is troubling your heart? So people will tell you different things. Now, the third stage is targeting. If housing is mentioned, so focus on housing. Number four, empowerment. At this stage, we tried to organize, elections so that there was a five-member committee elected by of the flooded people, and the municipality had one voice. The deputy mayor was the member of the community of the council. Participation. So with the chief architect of Ostrava, we identified a place of land which is quite in the center of the town. And we went there and we had a common vision. So now at this time, we already had this, I'm talking of 2000, yeah? 2000, this is the foundation stone that is being laid. There was also children from the majority, the families from the majority and minority. We decided that it's going to be 50-50 because the Roma said that we don't want to be living in a ghetto all to ourselves. So there were very poor Roma flooded and very poor people from the majority as well, yeah? So that's why we are called Life Together. We try to support both families, both communities come together. So we stood on this piece of land. We had this vision together. We planned in, then brought in experts, raised money all over the world. In fact, one of the founders of Ergo Network, Jeff Helmer, was very instrumental in raising money in the Netherlands. The next part is very similar to what Katarína mentioned. There was a construction part. So this is the foundation stone laying. This is me then 23 years ago. That anyway, sorry. Yeah, this is the Human Rights Commissioner. Say that's how the houses look. Terrible, over there somewhere there would be one family, somewhere there another family. It was a desolate. It's like the moonscape. And then we started constructing in 2001. So the families participated, the men participated in it. They worked for a company because we have this contract, obligations for public tenders, etc. So the company which won the contract had an obligation to train and employ 7 men and allow all the families to participate in smaller ways in the construction and after that in the cleaning and everything. So you see that these are Roma one man, is a Roma one man, is a non-Roma, from Hrushchev, yeah. So in fact, it's a long story. So the houses are coming up. So this is the foundation of the community center. So these are the houses coming up. A very long story. I can say this person came from the prison. He started living with me in my little room, and he was the person in charge of taking care of safeguarding the village when it was being constructed. So anyway, so these are the, and these are how the houses look. In fact, it did look like that then, and it looks like that today. So participation. So they were part of the construction. Empowerment. Now, see, once you finish construction, what is your role in empowerment? In fact, the next step is to actually participate in the running maintenance of this village. So we had a new council made of these elected members of this village of 30 families, and they had 4 voices. The NGO Life Together had 2 voices, and Caritas, sorry, they had 3 voices. And Life Together had 2, and Caritas, we did it with Caritas, and they had two votes. And in fact, all the decisions made in this village had to go through this council. It was a statute and created, publicly available. So that's how the village is governed. Everything is governed by the council. Of course, then you also need community building activities with emancipatory features. You have to support them initially. There was a social support, health, mediators, educational support. We established an early childhood education center in the community center, where the mothers would, because the mothers often went to special schools for the mentally retarded, because the Czech system was very bad. It still is a problem of segregated schooling. And so we had the mothers take part in the education of the children, thereby increasing their competencies. And the final idea was not personal ownership. The final idea was to create a housing. Say, this is a village. It's the inauguration day. This is the community center. So yeah, it's an amazing day. Yeah, this is Fumiko from the Japanese. Yeah, so this is how the houses look today. Anyway, so the most important thing is that the outcome. In Katarína's case, it was individual ownership. Here, it was not individual ownership. We wanted to be a non-profit housing društvo, which is a cooperative. Yeah, that is the aim of this whole endeavor. Now I have one video to share about this. Some American students who visited us made this video.
Bydlíme vedle sebe 4 roky a známe se prakticky 12 let. Renata tady vlastně bydlí od začátku, co vesničku postavili. Já jsem se nastěhovala v roku listopadu 2006, tak. Jelikož se známe delší dobu, takže jsme si udělali mezi sebou dveře. Takže my jsme vlastně taková jedna velká rodina. Chtěli jsme si probourat vlastně zeď, ale to nám není povoleno.
Vlastně, když nejsme doma, jedna druhé vždycky něco pohlídáme, vždycky večer, když přijdu z práce, tak si sedneme, vypijeme si kafe, někdy si aj zagrillujeme, že, takové.
Většinou, když prší, pověsí si prádlo, pak mi zavolá, sundej mi ho.
Je jako taková, jako kdyby druhá moje sestra, jako že si sedneme, povykladáme, můžu jí říct cokoliv, umí člověka pochopit.
Jsi růží Renát. To vazí? Ale jakou? Ty 2?
Voní?
Měla by.
To mi měl dát spíš nějaký chlap, ne? Jestli tohle to řekne nějaký Rom, že nechce bydlet mezi majoritou, tak jenom protože se neumí přizpůsobit, že prostě si myslí, já si můžu dělat, co chci, nechce nějak, nemusí se přizpůsobit úplně té majoritě. Majoritě může si nechat, na co je zvyklý, tu svoji kulturu může v sobě nechat. Akorát, co bych jako jim takhle řekla, že dělají velkou chybu. Že by měli bydlet trošičku mezi tu majoritu, že by to mělo být smíchané, aby prostě ty děti měly jiné zvyky, ať prostě se začlení do té majority, ať vlastně jsou přínosem pro ten stát.
Já jsem vyrostla v Hrušově od malička. Tam byli vždycky Romové. Vždycky. tady jsou, já nevím, Renata je Romka, já jsem bílá. Vedle bydlí Romka, tam je smíšená rodina, zase romská rodina, další romská rodina, jedna bílá, další romská. Já jsem se tady chtěla strašně dostat, protože baraky jsou nádherné, lidi jsou tady super. Oni nás tady všichni odsuzují, já bych tam v životě nešel mezi ně bydlet. Ale ať si to vyzkoušejí. Oni řeknou, aha, tady bydlí Romové, tam bydlí bílá, no potěž pan Bůh, všechno musí mít asi na zámek před nima. To není pravda. Já tady bydlím 4. rokem, mi se tady ze zahrady nic neskratilo. Její vnučka vlastně to něco jako moje vnučka, ta je u mě denně. Zahrady máme společně. Jo? Verčo, pověď. Je to super.
So, thank you. You might have a lot of questions together with Katarína. I mean, it's amazing that we are thinking on similar lines, and it's amazing. And you have made it very systematic. So many municipalities, etc. in Ostrava. Unfortunately, in the Czech Republic, this is the first and the last. It hasn't caught on. Do you hear me?
Yes, yes.
So amazing, amazing work in Slovakia.
Thank you for presenting that, Kumar. I had a question because you said that the houses belong to a nonprofit cooperative. Who lives in them now, and how are they passed on? What happens? How is the process when a family stops living there?
Okay, let me just clarify it.
Mm.
In 2000, so this project, it came out of the flooded Roma, and Life Together was a very small NGO. It's just me, some Roma, and some university students. We didn't want to take up construction. So we teamed up with Caritas, which is a Catholic organization. And all the funding that we raised went into Caritas. Caritas did a wonderful job. But then there was a difference in opinion of how to continue. In 2005, we split with Caritas. Caritas is good at taking care of people, you know, providing them with a safe, nice place. But we didn't want this taking care of principle. We wanted them to be completely in charge, the people to emancipate and run their own affairs with NGOs coming out of the place and the housing corporation moving on. And our idea was that in 20 years, the people will have so much competencies that they can run the things themselves. Unfortunately, after the split in 2005, Caritas became the owner forever. So unfortunately, the initial idea of non-profit housing corporation hasn't come out. Now, what happens to the people who leave? See, over these 20 people are living there from 2002, yeah, from the 14th of September. So it's already 21 years. Many people have left, yeah, maybe some people have died, yeah. They passed away. Sometimes the young people have grown up and they've left, and the parents were alone in these big houses, so they've moved out. But every time somebody new comes in, theoretically at least, the council should make a decision together. So the family comes and introduces themselves and say, I'm this, and I'm so on and so forth. They have to introduce themselves. They also should agree to the idea of living with the Gaje or with the Roma. They should agree with the idea of, I mean, those were the principles. Yeah, we had some 5 principles in the beginning. Yeah, and thankfully Caritas keeps up to these principles to this day. Yeah, so they have to say who they are. They shouldn't be, I mean, they should not be racist and so on and so forth. So sometimes the Roma are also racist towards the Gaje, and the Gaje are racist towards the Roma. So that shouldn't, you know, they should know that they're coming to a space where the idea is to live together. And, you know, the strength of this project is that it says in the very fact that it's there, so many words. We don't have to say publicly to the people. See, in the Czech Republic, 78% of the people think that the Roma, of the majority, don't want to live with the Roma. They think that the Roma are not good neighbors, etc. But here you have 50-50 and they're living together. The problem is that nobody wants to look at it. See, there is a powerful educational meaning from what Renata's story, Mrs. Hamarava's story. Anyway, so the answer is that it should be done together. Decisions should be made together.
Yes, and this is something that has come up in all the presentations and the conversations in the other webinars as well, that there needs to be more work done on preventing segregation and anti-Roma discrimination, anti-Gypsyism. And this is, it's good to have this example, as you say. There are two questions in the chat, and I see Bianca's hand raised. Bianca, did you want to react to this, or?
I have a question, actually.
Okay.
So I can wait if you want to read the ones from the chat.
No, go ahead.
Maybe I'm mistaken, but from my experience, these religion, faith-based NGOs are more traditional, not to say strict in the Eastern Europe, and I was wondering if it has any religious implications for people, since Caritas is running it.
Yeah. Initially, the idea was that it's going to be an open space. Yeah. Open space. The community center was supposed to be an open space. There was no cross there and things like that. Yeah. And we thought that there'll be, we need in Ostrava a place where there's a Jewish community here. There is, I don't know, it's an open space. Yeah, for evangelical, for Protestants, for Catholics. But eventually, my office room was taken away by, in 2005. Later, I found that there's a big cross there, and they put a big cross on the building. But thankfully, they don't force people to conversion or anything. They don't force religious obedience on the people. You're right in a sense that they're conservative, in a sense that they think of taking care of the people. They do their best, really. But that is not what is needed. That is needed in the beginning, when there is a crisis, when there is, but you cannot take care of people forever. That is the problem. You have to set your mind, the best way you can serve a people is to help them serve themselves, like what Katarína is saying. And that is unfortunately not the path of these religious organizations, because they think that we have to do good. We have to keep doing good. And they do a very good job. But in a long run, it is not good. And that is the problem. That is a conflict. That is a conflict, the root of social work. That's the root of everything that we do. Yeah, this conflict is this tension is there. Yeah, we saw it happening in the village, and it led to, after 7 years, we had to. In fact, we worked on it. We got the land, all these negotiation, fundraising, but when it came to this idea of how to proceed, we couldn't agree, and that is a problem for the church to look within itself, I think.
There's a couple of questions as well regarding payments in the chat. Does it mean that people pay rent to Caritas currently, and also do people pay themselves for energy, water, repairs, and maintenance?
Yes, people do pay Caritas. The rent is much lower than in the city. Yeah, so that's a good thing. The money goes to Caritas, and they pay themselves for the services. All services, they have to pay themselves.
Thank you, Kumar, and thanks for the questions as well to everyone. I would like to move now, because I've prepared a quick polling for the participants to take a minute to answer a couple of questions. So I will launch it in a second. And I hope everyone can see it. And I hope technology is not failing on me. I don't know if you can see the first question. What are the housing exclusion factors for Roma in the country you live in? If you would like to take a second to answer to that. And perhaps meanwhile, where people write in the chat, these very short mentioning, it doesn't have to be very long. I would like to turn to Katarína and to Kumar and ask if in Slovakia and in the Czech Republic, do you believe that Roma are sufficiently met in the homelessness sector? Do we need to increase outreach work towards Roma communities who might experience different forms of homelessness? I know, Kumar, you already mentioned field work as one of the steps you did back in 1997. Do you see that as a need still?
Yes, I think field work, and the next step is, as I mentioned, community work. Yeah, you have to organize people. Because without organizing, then maybe one day I can write down these things. It's actually field work, that is reach out, don't stay in your room, go to the field, be with the people. Community work, organizing, empowering them, for example, by creating a council. Give them the, who is going to negotiate with the municipality? Who is going to, it's us, we people, our representatives will be negotiating. That's important, that sense of, that is very important. Who is going to take care of our streets? It's important that we have a say. That's really important. Participation and empowerment. Have a statute where you can decide things together. Yeah, those are for me the important things. Okay, this is the wonderful things. But reality today is so bad in our country. There is so much homelessness among the Roma. No floods, everything is gone, but still, in my city, a lot of Roma live in former workers' hostels, and Czech Roma is urban Roma. In Slovakia, we have more rural Roma. The urban Roma live in these cities, and they live in they get. Municipalities during the process of gentrification got rid of the Roma, because the Roma used to live during communism in the centers of the cities, because nobody wanted to live in the city center. Everybody wanted to live in tower blocks, these panellists, they're newly constructed with hot water, lifts, etc. And the Roma were put into the center. After 1989, the Velvet Revolution, the Roma were kicked out of the center because center was taken up by developers. They were put to the peripheries, to the brownfields, to the badlands, industrial wastelands, etc. And there they remain. A lot of Roma still remain there in hostels. And hostels, they pay by the person. So it's not that a family to a flat. It's actually to a hostel room. You can put in 20 people in a room if you can fill it in, because the owner gets money out of it. The more the person goes in, the more, it's like a hotel. Yeah, so they pay per head. So it's a big business in our country, and it's terrible. The people are living in so much fear, so much, the children don't have a good start for the next day to school. Yeah, they're stressed. These children fail in school. They perform badly. This is a problem that in our country, I would really think a systemic thing is that we should have conditionality. We should have conditionality that, look, if you want to invest European money in your municipality, you must take these issues also. You must spend a part of the money on these issues. Unless you don't do that, you don't get the rest of the money.
Thank you for making that point. Katarína, do you have any thoughts on this?
I need to absolutely agree with Kumar. So I have nothing more to add because I totally agree. And in Slovakia is very similar.
Do you know a bit more about the homelessness work, the shelters, the service providers in your area, and how do they work?
Yeah, I need to say that I do not have this kind of information related to homelessness of the Roma, so I'm not able to answer. But
No,
maybe I can ask the colleague if we have some evidence or something like this.
yes, that would be very interesting for us to know, because like I said, we are trying to put all these experiences and these discussions from the webinars into a written concept note, which will be available later on for everybody. And it would be good to know if you have any information on that, in order to advance the conversation on what is needed at the moment currently, because as Kumar was saying, as we've been saying, and also the very recent Ergo report on the situation of housing among Roma communities in Europe highlights, according to the ethos definition that FEANTSA uses to define homelessness, a big part, almost all Roma that have been involved in the survey of Ergo are experiencing some kind of form of homelessness and housing exclusion. So in this context, it's really important that we move the conversation forward, and through this webinar series, we've been trying to collect ideas of good practices, but also exclusion factors, and we hope to answer the remaining questions. And in the next year, we will stay in touch to continue our work. So thank you for all your contributions. Yes, Kumar, you want to add something?
Maybe 3 years ago, if we face this question, I would say that in the Roma community, homelessness, individuals being homeless is not a big problem. But what we see now, I don't know if it's connected with COVID and energy poverty and things like this. You find so many single men and women homeless. Yeah, this was not the case. In the past, I mean, if somebody lost a flat, they would go and live with their relatives. And now you find them on the railway stations, you find all these poor people. I mean, this is a new phenomenon. I think this Armada Spasi, it's a Soldiers Salvation Army. I think they are doing a good job with these people. They have even doctors to take care of them. But that service is so limited, you know. Health of these people is very bad. We still don't have a law on social housing, the Czech Republic. I think we should press for the law to be passed. Yeah, the market doesn't function. We have this huge Swedish company owning a lot of flats in our town. It's Heimstaden. I think it should be scrutinized for what it is doing in our town. So a lot of Roma face increased homelessness. Individuals, we can see them. You can see them nowadays in railway stations and in bus stops. I've never seen it maybe 3-4 years ago. We have found families in woods, in the forest, camping with children, with babies. Yeah, these are new things. Yeah, it hadn't happened before.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for highlighting that. And of course, we have a lot of policies at the EU level and national level that should be used more and translated into reality in order to see improvements and not regression in the situation. So thank you for making that point. Thanks to everyone for answering as well to the poll. This will be very helpful in analyzing further the situation. I can share that 9 out of 13 people who answered the second question on if Roma are sufficiently met in the homelessness sector, particularly in countries of origin. So 9 out of 13 think that they are not sufficiently met. So we need to improve outreach, definitely. That's also what 9 out of 12 people think who've answered this question. And the other questions I will be able to share with you in writing following the meetings. We are about 6 minutes over our schedule, so I would like to ask if there is any final point or question that anyone wants to make at this moment. No, I do not see any hands up, any questions in the chat. So I would like to take the opportunity to thank everyone for joining us. Thanks to our speakers. Very glad to see the interest in this topic and the good examples that have been presented. And we will continue to stay engaged and in touch on this subject in the new year, of course. Wishing everyone a lovely rest of December and holidays. Happy holidays when they come. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.